In today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get your first vacant land wholesaling deal and how you can do this step by step. To get started wholesaling vacant land, we got to figure out exactly what market we have, right? So we got to find the perfect market for vacant land. And so everybody says, well, what market should I do? Should I do Dallas? Should I do San Antonio? Should I go in Miami for wholesaling land? I'll be honest with you, okay? If you are wholesaling vacant land, you need to go out here and pick 5 counties, okay? And I'm sorry to tell you this, all right? You're not gonna be able to do like this full-time wholesaling vacant land thing in one small market. You're gonna have to go very broad. Remember, wholesaling vacant land is more or less a very niched out market. So we're gonna have to go extremely broad here to go out here and get deals. And so exactly what makes a good vacant land market and what makes a bad one? Personally, you should go out here and look at 2 things. Number 1, you should just Google home builders in an area and find where people are building a ton of homes. And then obviously you want a population in that county over 100,000 people. If there's not 100,000 people living in that county, it's probably not going to be really good for wholesaling vacant land. Now, obviously people can do well wholesaling vacant land in more rural markets. But what I found is these 2 parameters, do 5 counties across the United States, you're going to do really well. Now, obviously the southeast of the United States, Florida, Texas are like the hottest wholesaling land areas, but sleepy markets like Springfield, Ohio, Springfield, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma are really popping hot too for wholesaling land. And again, people go crazy for me by saying this, but if you just ask ChatGPT the top home building cities in the United States, especially for wholesaling real estate, they're gonna read all the recent articles and figure out where home builders are building or advertising for properties they're building out here. It's gonna be great for your wholesaling land market strategy. Now, step 2, and this is where we start to defer from wholesaling houses, we're going to find the buyers first, more specifically the land buyers. So we're going to go out here and find the land buyers first. So the reason we do this is if you just go out here and pull a list of all the vacant land and you don't do it by the specific buyers buy boxes, you're going to be sending them deals that they don't want to buy. And when you send deals to buyers they don't want to buy, they don't like you. And wholesaling land can get somewhat saturated if there's multiple people doing it. And so finding the art of the right deal is the most important part. One of my favorite things about wholesaling vacant land is I go to a buyer and say, hey, what are you looking to buy in Bexar County, which is the county for San Antonio? And they're gonna say, if you can give me a quarter-acre lot or half an acre lot, I'll pay you between $20,000 and $25,000 for that lot. Now, honestly, in San Antonio, probably looking about 75 to 100. So if I know I can make on a quarter-acre lot 75 grand, which is the buyer's gonna buy, if I go out here and then pull the list and reach out to people and they say, yes, I'm looking to sell my land. How much? 30,000. Wow. I mean, can you do 20? No, 30. I'm like, okay, whatever. You lock up the land for $30,000. You sell it to the land buyer for 75. You make a $45,000 payday. The problem is there's a lot of big land deals, but most land deals are going to be 5, 10K, which you may be like, that changed my life. Well, let's get going. Now, to go out here and find buyers for vacant land deals, there's 3 specific ways I like doing it. Way number 1 is just to go to good old Zillow, go to sold properties and filter by lots and land and just find all the buyers who are buying vacant lots from Zillow. I mean, it's pretty dang simple, but hey, this person just sold a vacant lot. We're gonna look up the buyer and reach out to the buyer and somebody we can wholesale the deal to. Next here, a good old Google search. Again, this has never failed me ever. Search up home builders, home developers, home custom builders in the area and see if they're looking to go and buy land. Specifically, if you can go lock up a deal, sell it to them, and get a fat assignment fee. This is all wholesaling land is, baby. And you're just gonna go on Google search. There's gonna be a ton of them. Facebook is another amazing platform to go out here and find them. But Zillow and Google, chef's kiss, got no money, one of the best ways to find these buyers. And lastly, pretty much the most foolproof way is if you get the best wholesaling dispo software out here, which is Leads, also the top land software. You can actually find all your developers and hedge funds and all that stuff on Leads. That's exactly where I'd go out here and find the land buyers. Now, you're gonna get a ton of them. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go step 3, you're gonna have a conversation, and the whole point of the conversation is to let them know who you are, and the second part is to get their buy boxes, right? So specifically, you're going to get the buyer's buy boxes. Now again, what a buy box is okay, Mr. Cash Buyer, you buy land, you develop it. I get it. Well, what type of land and where are you looking to buy? They're most likely going to say, I want to go after properties that if I build upon it, it is zoned single family. I want it where I can get water hooked up. So when I build a house, there can actually be water and sewage, and maybe they want city water. Maybe they're okay with a septic tank, right? I mean, it's all over the board here what they want or don't want. Every buyer's a little different, but you want to go out here and find buyers buy boxes specifically. So most of them, quarter acre, half an acre, they want it in a specific zip code, area of the city, not out in like rural Alabama, right? They might want like Birmingham, but not out there in the sticks. And they're going to tell you roughly, hey, I'll pay you $100,000 for half an acre, 80 grand for a quarter acre, right? They're just going to give you very specifics about what they'd buy. And the cool part is, I mean, I can just erase all this stuff. That's what I'm looking to buy. 75 grand for a quarter acre. You lock up a deal for a quarter acre. You send it to them. You make your money. Repeat. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Now, it's very important here that, of course, we get their buy boxes, but we want to make sure that they're okay with us making an assignment fee. This is very, very, very important. Many cash buyers, again, are okay with this, but occasionally you got some bad apples out there. So, hey, Mr. Cash Buyer, are you okay if I send you a deal? It's in your buy box. You buy for 75, and let's say I locked it up for 20 grand and made a $55,000 assignment fee. Is that something you're comfortable with? I'm really good at negotiating my deals. Yeah, I got no problem. This is my buy box. We're good to go. Now, if you're going to a big home builder, one thing I'm going to tell you is you should be going out here and asking for their acquisitions department, their department for acquiring land so they can go and develop it for a good price. They're usually the ones you can deal with. If you're dealing with the front lady or the person that's sketching up the custom homes, not a good idea. And so get the buyer's buy box, write it down, fill it out. And the way I like to equate this is like being a waiter at the local Cracker Barrel. I don't know. Okay, Mr. Buyer, what's your order? Okay, you want a quarter acre lot in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. You want it single family. You don't want it on a busy street. All right, we'll get that up to you real soon. Sit tight and enjoy your lemonade. You know, that's basically how we treat wholesaling here. Then from there, we're going to fulfill the order, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a list of all the vacant land in the area. So we're going to pull the vacant land list. Now, the software that I do to pull all my vacant land, you guessed it, X Leads. Now, the main reason for this is the data is amazing on it, and also it's got free unlimited skip tracing. So you get 25,000 skips included for free on the basic plan, and it's like 97 bucks a month. So you want to filter by the lot size, half an acre, quarter acre, whatever the buyer wants to buy. You want to make sure it's in the right zip codes that the buyers want to buy here. And what I like to do is I like to put at least 3 years of ownership for the piece of land. Usually squeezes out the best motivated sellers from there. Then from there, you're going to pull the list and you're going to keep everything inside of X Leads. Again, 97 bucks to kind of get everything included on here. That's the whole point here. But you're going to pull this vacant land list and you're going to go text it within X Leads. So you're going to text the land list. X Leads has these built-in land scripts already set up in there. So you just plug and play, tag it, you're good to go, or you can customize it however you want. Cool part is about 1 penny per text, which is about 3 times cheaper than anybody else. And they're all using Twilio on the back end. So again, it's the same texting as any other competitor. And you got 1 cent per text. You text the land list and you go to town and you have a ton of success here. Now, the whole point here, right, is you're going to do a flow with texting these leads. So what you're going to do obviously is you're going to text them. You're going to then call them after they initiated some interest from the text. And then you're going to close them, right? You're going to text them. Once they say they're interested in selling, you're going to call them, then you're going to close them. Now, if you text a list, let's say it's, again, I don't know, I got to find some area. Let's say you text a list of 10,000 leads. At most, probably 2,000 text you back, right? You get 2,000 replies. That means you're going to have 8,000 leads that went MIA on you, right? They went no answer. Now, honestly, probably half of those read it, just didn't want to text you back because they weren't interested. But still, what I like to do, and again, this might be a little overkill, really depends on where you want to be, right? A lot of these big land, like wholesaling mentor guys, kind of got started with all the stuff we have at freewholesaling.com. They always like just text like 50, 60, 70, 100,000 people and they don't do any calling. I personally do a lot of my deals doing this method where basically I'll text the land list and then I'll go out here and have my team call with the VA, call all the no answers. And we're usually able to squeeze out an extra like 2 or 3 leads, which is probably an extra land deal. So again, if you do like a list like 25 to 50,000, you can definitely get a deal or two. If you call the no answers, you probably squeeze an extra 1 or 2 out of there, which is absolutely amazing. Then on step 7 here, you're going to talk to the leads. So you're going to talk with the land sellers. Think of the simple acronym, MCTPE. So again, everybody knows when we talk about talking to motivated sellers for like a house, we do MCTP, right? That is like the main acronym. And so again, that stands for motivation, condition, time frame, price. So we're going to talk about motivation. Hey, Mr. Seller, why are you looking to sell this piece of land? How long have you owned it? Stuff like that. C, condition, can you tell me more about the land? Is there sewage? Is it a septic tank? Can I hook up water? What's the zoning? Which X Leads has all that data too. Time frame. Hey, Mr. Seller, on an ideal time frame, when are you looking to sell this piece of land? P, price, what price you're looking to get out of the property. And then E, what's the last one? E. So E actually stands for, this is like a special land term, but like easements. Now, again, it's going to be the right to cross over somebody's property to get to like a major road or street or something like that. Now, again, you don't need to be the expert on this, right? But again, if we had two lots right here, so there's all these power lines right here, you couldn't, right, like build upon it. So you can't build like this massive house, right? This area is off limits. There's an easement right there. Also, if this is a major street and the house is kind of like stuck out here, you might be able to use this area as an easement to get to the property, or like right here, you might get that legally. Again, most vacant land doesn't have that issue. These are very specific ones, but there are sometimes sellers that have like really bad easements where like a power line's running across the entire stretch of the whole land. So like you can't build anything more than like 1,000 square foot property, and kind of screws everything up. And that's why the seller wants to sell, but they don't want to tell you. But honestly, like I don't want to get into technical specifications or the legalities between all this stuff right now. The truth is, just lock up the deal and bring it to the buyer and see what the buyers does, right? These buyers are buying tens of thousands of properties and building upon them. They are, I promise you, way smarter on top of easements and building and all these things and how it works for vacant land than you are going to be. Again, your job is just to present the deal and get paid. So again, you should roughly know a little bit about it, but you shouldn't be the complete expert. Leave that towards the buyer, lock up the deals, repeat, and make that moolah. You are then going to e-sign the contract. Again, e-signing service that I use, just telling you, I use X Leads. I know, oh my gosh, this guy's just pumping X Leads all day. Well, I mean, you'd be 40 bucks in the whole DocuSign, so you can get X Leads included with that. You'd spend $300 a month on a texting software, spend 3 cents on top of that, and you'd be like 500 bucks a month for a land software. Like you'd be out 800 to 1,000 bucks with all this stuff for just 97 bucks with X Leads. But again, this is how I run my business. You can insert whatever software you want to put in there, but e-sign it at X Leads. Then from there, you're going to send the deal to the buyer. They're going to accept it. Now, if the buyer just ghosts you, you don't like say, oh, okay. Now you got to follow up with the buyer. So you're going to reach back out to them. Hey, why didn't you want to buy the deal? Most of the time, the price is not going to be the issue because they said, hey, I'll buy these quarter acre lots for 75 grand. If there's an issue with the lot, and maybe they could buy it for 50, right? You just got to figure out why the buyer doesn't want to buy, right? They are going to be your source of if you've got a good deal or a bad deal. And do not burn a buyer. Do not pretend that there's a million buyers out here, right? There's not a ton, especially in smaller to mid-sized markets. So treat your buyers well and have great relationships with them. And I promise you, cash buyers are not evil people when it comes to vacant land. They're not trying to screw you on a deal. They say, I don't want to buy this deal because it's overpriced. It's not because they're evil, terrible creatures. They're here to make money, and they didn't make these millions of dollars building upon lots for being stupid and overpaying for the properties. But most of the times, if you got a great slam dunk deal, you're gonna send the deal to the buyer. And then when you send it to the buyer, you are then going to assign it to them. Again, I will do it electronically because we have that workflow instead of X Leads. Obviously, make sure that we get an EMD from them, right? An earnest money deposit. And then we're gonna be set to close. Send everything to title. Now, also gonna make sure, this is important, but when you e-sign, again, you're gonna send that to title too, and just showing that you've actually started the transaction in case someone tries to steal your deal. You are then going to close the deal, pop the champagne bottles, and get your first vacant land wholesaling deal. You go to the club, you repeat again, and you get that moolah, and keep the process and get rich wholesaling real estate. So again, how to wholesale vacant land as a beginner, step by step. Again, from the top, we're going to find our wholesaling land market. Again, it's going to be 5 counties, 5 specific markets, right? Then from there, we're going to find vacant land buyers. We're going to find them on Zillow, Google, and xleads.com. Then we're going to get the buyers buy boxes, see where they're looking to buy. Then we're going to pull our vacant land list again by lot size, zip code, ownership at xleads.com, 25,000 skips. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna text this list. It's gonna be 1 penny per text. We're gonna use the X Leads land scripts. Then we're gonna call everyone that doesn't answer. Then we're gonna talk with our sellers. These motivated sellers are actually wanna sell the leads. We're gonna use the script MCTPE. So again, motivation, condition, time frame, price, easement. And then step 8, we're going to e-sign the contract because we get the offer out there, they sign it, we're gonna send it to title. Then we're gonna send the deal to the buyer, assign it, get our EMD, send that to title again, close it, make our money, a wholesaling vacant land. So guys, got any value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.